going on. Man, I heard some disturbing news, but I didn't even know anything was going on about this family. Y'all remember this show, The Chrisleys Knows Best, or Chrisleys Knows Best? That couple out of Georgia, I believe they may have been out of Savannah. The couple that, you know, they live an affluent lifestyle, so they were like in real estate. I think the husband was in real estate. I did not know these people have been arrested and now sentenced to prison. Todd Chrisley had been sentenced to 12 years, and his wife has been sentenced to 7. I used to like that little show just because I'm familiar with that Southern drawl, and it was kind of cute. I really didn't know that was happening. They got arrested for bank fraud, tax evasion, a host of other things. They were living off the government, not reporting their taxes, taking loans out, and then filing bankruptcy, over $30 million in loans. And I guess they were flaunting it in front of the government. The IRS don't play. So the wife was charged with wire fraud and obstruction of justice, trying to get people to lie or do something, and whatever they. I know the wife was also charged with wire fraud. You know what that is, guys, right? I guess transaction of money through wire, maybe cross state line, maybe, I don't know, international lines, I don't know, But wire fraud and obstruction of justice. Wow. I mean, if you take a look at it, I ain't gonna go there, but I want you guys to think about what I'm about to say, but I'm not gonna say. That's why you gotta be careful out here in these streets, what you're doing, messing with the government, the IRS, those 3 special letters, tax evasion. Wow. So they were living high on the hog. 30, I guess this, like, you on TV flaunting this lifestyle and not paying your taxes and committing wire fraud and all sorts of other host of other things. And wow, Chrisleys Knows Best. I can't believe they're going to be sitting in prison for the next 7 and 12 years. Of course, they're probably going to get time, a little bit of that time shave off. Gotta do at least sometimes 80%, 85% good time. So I'm looking at them spending no more than maybe the wife spending no more than maybe 2 or 3 years at the most. If they do an appeal, she'll probably be out sooner than that. He's looking at 12 years? So I think they're going to do an appeal, but it don't look like they're budging on this. They look like you flaunting in our face, and and not one time, not 2 times, repeatedly dancing in the face of justice in the IRS. Yeah, guys, that is wild. I just found that out today. That they're actually were sentenced to prison. Did anybody ever watch that show, The Chrisleys Knows Best? Or Chrisleys Knows Best? Oh, is it too Southern for you? Yeah. Wow. So how's everybody doing this morning anyway? I'm still battling this cold, whatever it might be. It's actually, I can feel it in my chest now. The coughing is deep in my chest area when I cough now. It was basically in my in my upper respiratory area in my lungs, but now at night I feel it deep in my chest. Man, last night was rough. Even after I took my herbal tea, it calmed down for a second, but as it went through the night, I was up most of the night just coughing up everything. So I guess that's a good thing, because I was productive, a lot of production going on. So, but it was deep into my chest area. So I had a lot of productive coughing. So so everything was coming out, phlegm and everything was coming out. Sorry if you're having breakfast or anything, guys. But so it sounds a little bit dark. I'm still a little bit scratchy in the throat and stuff like that. Nose still stuffy and running at times. I put up my herbal tea recipe last night, but I was striking that glass so hard with the spoon that it was annoying to me. I'm like, if that's annoying to me, it would probably be annoying to others. So I took it down, because as I was stirring my tea, it was clink, 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 clink. I'm like, that noise is so annoying. So I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna put nobody through that, man. But but my tea recipe is green tea, honey, lemon, turmeric root powder, cinnamon, definitely some ginger, and a little shot of bourbon. And then last night, after taking a hot, steamy shower, I put my aromatherapy on. I used peppermint, a little bit of peppermint oil. I dashed a little bit of lavender and some clove in it. But it was heavy peppermint, because her peppermint aromatherapy is good for cough, loosening up cough in lungs area, respiratory area. It's my understanding as I go through my aromatherapy book. So they use pepper oil. I know other people use eucalyptus and everything else, but then I took a little dash of the peppermint oil and put it on a cloth and sat it on my chest a little bit so it could go up, and that sort of helped a little bit too. But everything became very productive throughout the night, but I'm still feeling tired and everything else. I have to make an errand this morning, but I'm just going to make sure, even with my home remedy, I want to make sure nothing's happening in my chest area. So even though you may have these home remedy, guys, if you feel that you still need to be seen by a doctor, don't neglect that. I'm going to go get checked out, because even with the home remedy, I want to make sure that I don't have anything going on in my chest, because I can feel the stuff in my chest area. So I don't want to end up with pneumonia. So even though we talk about home remedies, we also got to pay attention to other things in our bodies. Home remedies can take care of things that may be, slight, but when it moves down into my chest area, I worry about pneumonia. Even though it's productive coughing, I also have to make sure, because also my age, right? This is stuff I don't play with. I've never done flu shots, and I'm not telling each his own. I've never done the flu shots, and I know they said a lot of things are going around here. A lot of the COVID and the flu and respiratory issues going on, especially in kids. So also watch your kids, because I've had years ago, I had the flu. I had pneumonia. From flu to pneumonia, from whatever it was, cold flu right into pneumonia, guys. And I'll never forget that feeling. One time in my life, I'll never forget it. I had a temperature of 103. I was freezing no matter what. I was wrapped up in a blanket and a heavy coat, and the doctor was like, you gotta take that off, because I was still freezing, but I had a temperature of 103. and I end up with pneumonia. And like I said, so certain things I pay attention to. So even with our home remedies, if we start to know symptoms are not improving or get something's happening that you may not be familiar with, let's go ahead and go see a doctor. Home remedies are good, but also recognizing when you need further assistance is also helpful. So that's what I'm doing this morning. I'm going to go get this checked out, make sure nothing's happening in my lungs, in my chest area. If it's all good, then I'm good. I'll continue the home remedy stuff, but myself, I can't put myself in a situation where, if you know better, do something. Yeah. I know this stuff could be costly, going to a doctor's office, going into your doctor's office, or even going to urgent care. I want to encourage you guys. I know the first thing is emergency room, guys, but if you can get into an urgent care first, that's less expensive than an emergency room costs. We try to encourage people at times, at least I do, hey, if you can get into an urgent care first, I know it may be a little hit on the pocket, but it'll be less expensive than going to the emergency room. Especially then if you have your own PC, your own primary care professional, use them too. That's what I do. Normally I can call my doctor on a dime, and if they got an opening, they'll let me come in that same day. So that's what happened, my primary care doctor. So, but otherwise, guys, if you can get into it, it's my opinion. You do what you do, but it's less cost less to get into an urgent care or see your primary care doctor before going into an emergency room. Let the emergency room be the last thing. The last time I went into the emergency room, the wait was almost 8 hours. 8 hours. It was packed. I am saying, you know what? After they had checked me out, I'm like, just call my doctor in the morning, give them the results, let them figure it out. And we did all the tests, and they wanted me to probably wait for another 3 to 4 to 5 hours to see the doctor. I'm like, no. Just take all the results and send it to my primary care doctor, and I'll see them in the morning. So, yeah, I had to get up out of that emergency room, and, yeah. Not only is it time-consuming, it's expensive. But sometimes that's the last resort for some people. Go in there and have to pay up $10,000, almost what? $3,000-$4,000 just for them to tell you you'll be okay, just sit at home. Yeah, but I still say, what's going on around now, guys. Excuse me. I'm sorry, guys. Sometimes it's so deep in my throat, down in my chest area. Trying to get air. Yeah, but anyway, guys, I am not going to hold you guys up much longer. I think that I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Try to get to see my doctor, and I'll see you soon. You guys be careful out there. Stay well, stay warm, and I'll talk to you again soon.